Joe Weeks. Are you with us, Joe?
I am. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Thank you, Chairpersons Dome and Vilas, Vice Chairs and honorable members of the Joint Committee for holding this very important hearing to improve the behavioral health and well-being of those consuming mental health and substance use services in the Commonwealth. I'd additionally like to thank Senator Brady and Representative Lenatra for being primary sponsors for this important bill, and to all those who signed up to co-sponsor. My name is Joe Weeks, and I'm the Executive Director for the Massachusetts Mental Health Counselors Association. I'm also here with panelists and President Vanita Qualls, as well as past President Jamie Osborne and John Ciervo. We're asking that you support H2218 and S1380 and report these bills out favorably. First and foremost, this legislation directly addresses the critical workforce shortage in our behavioral health system by updating job classifications to explicitly include licensed mental health counselors and licensed supervised mental health counselors. We're unlocking a highly trained and underutilized segment of the mental health workforce. These professionals are already qualified under state licensure to provide care, but outdated job specs prevent many from serving in key roles. This simple change modernizes our hiring pipeline and fills critical vacancies much faster. When we integrate LMHCs and LSMHCs into roles overseen by EOHHS, such as DMH, DYS, DCF, and DPH, it's the acronym soup, we're not just improving hiring, we're expanding access to care in the places that need it most. Children in foster care, youth in the justice system, families in crisis, and there are populations who often wait way too long for services. And this language ensures our systems can recruit professionals who are already licensed to provide therapy, crisis intervention, and care coordination. That means earlier interventions, fewer escalations, and healthier outcomes across the board. Another key benefit, LMHCs and LSMHCs represent a diverse and growing part of the behavioral health workforce. They're more likely to be bilingual, work in underserved areas, and reflect the cultural backgrounds of the communities they serve. This change not only makes hiring more inclusive, it builds a more equitable and sustainable system over time. And by ensuring that job classifications reflect current scope of practice, we send a strong signal that we value our licensed professionals equally in our behavioral health response. Two final points. Firstly, this is a fiscally responsible move. We already license these professionals. They're already willing to work. They have a full scope of practice. There's no additional training costs, no need for new positions, just a correction to outdated administrative language. And given the deadline of September 1st, it ensures timely implementation without delaying services. Lastly, EOHHS has recently accomplished this by regulation change in past December in relation to mass health and their job payment schedules. I urge you to support the language because it's efficient, equitable, and essential to fixing workforce gaps that directly impact the mental health for our most vulnerable residents. Thank you for your time and commitment to strengthen the behavioral health system.
Thank you. I understand you're on a panel with other people who are also online, so I'm just going to call them if I may. Please stay with us in case there are questions for you, okay? Jamie Osborne? Nope. John Ciervo?
Hi, I'm here. If you can see me.
Thank you.
Hi, thanks. Thank you for taking the time to call upon me. I have a little something prepared, but I want to speak off from my heart and from what is necessary. When we talk about things about administrative language, where we have to think about people, and we have a lack of services in the Commonwealth, like the rest of the United States, for mental health and substance use. As a 20-year clinician who's worked in many different positions, and as the past president of MaMHCA, I urge you to make this a priority, not for us, but for those people out there that need access to care. And as Joe said so beautifully just a minute ago, that we have what's necessary. It's just about language. So not to drive home a point repeatedly, but again, we're there. Why shouldn't we be used, and why should the language be changed? The services are clearly needed, and I support it 100%. I certainly hope you will as well.
Thank you, and please submit what you have prepared in writing to the committee so we can see what that was also. Vanita Qualls is also part of this panel. Vanita, are you with us? Jamie Osborne? Okay. Are there any questions or comments for this panel? There one? I think the other two are on, but we can't hear them.
They are here. They just let me know they had to take phone calls
Oh, okay.
with clients. Unfortunately,
Okay.
sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm glad that was the only thing. Thank you. And thank you very much for your testimony.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.